Let me ask you something. Why do some people fall apart over the smallest inconvenience, while others stay calm during chaos, like their mind is made of steel? It's not luck, it's not genetics, it's not just their personality. It's the result of mental training, a kind of training the Stoics mastered thousands of years ago. But here's the twist. The Stoic rules they followed weren't soft. They weren't gentle. They weren't pretty Instagram quotes. They were brutal truths, the kind of truths most people avoid because they force you to grow. So today, we're diving into 8 brutal Stoic laws that'll rewire your mind. And honestly, once you understand these, you won't see life the same way again. All right, let's get into it. 1. No one is coming to save you. Let me be honest with you, this one hurts the most, because deep down, most of us hope someone will rescue us. A mentor, a partner, a lucky break. Some magical moment where everything suddenly gets easy. But the Stoics were brutally clear. Your life changes the day you stop waiting and start acting. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, "I'll start when I feel ready. I'm waiting for the right time. Maybe something will change." And nothing changes because nobody is coming. Here's a little story. A guy once told a Stoic philosopher, "Life feels heavy. What should I do?" The philosopher looked at him and said, "Then pick it up. No sympathy, no sugarcoating, just truth. When you accept that it's all on you, you stop complaining, you stop blaming, and you start becoming unstoppable, because the moment you take responsibility, you gain control." 2. Master your emotions, or they will master you. Let me paint a picture. Have you ever had a moment where someone said something dumb, and you instantly felt your blood pressure rise? Or you opened social media, saw someone achieving something, and suddenly you felt behind in life? Yeah, me too. We all have. But here's the Stoic insight. It's not what happens to you. It's how you interpret it. Epictetus basically said, "There are no stressful events, only stressful reactions." Think about that. 2 people get stuck in traffic. One is cursing the universe, the other is chilling, listening to music. Same situation but different mind. The Stoic goal isn't to feel nothing. It's to not let emotions drive your decisions. Imagine a captain steering a ship during a storm. If they panic, everyone dies. If they stay calm, they find a way out. Your emotions are the waves. You're the captain. Learn to steer. 3. Suffering is training, not punishment. Okay, here's a mindset shift that can change your whole life. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the teacher. Most people run from discomfort like it's a fire, but the Stoics walked toward it, not because they loved suffering, but because they knew growth happens inside hardship, not outside of it. Here's a story. A student once complained to a Stoic teacher, "Life keeps hitting me. I'm tired." The teacher smiled and said, "Good. Then life knows you're ready." I love that, because think about it. Your muscles only grow when you push them. Your confidence only grows when you challenge it. Your discipline only grows when you're tired and keep going anyway. Stoics believed adversity was like the gym for your mind. So every time something goes wrong, instead of saying, "Why me?" try saying, "All right, what is this training me for?" That shift is powerful. 4. Expect nothing, appreciate everything. This one can make you happier overnight, because most of our frustration in life comes from one thing: expectations. You expect people to text back. You expect friends to understand you. You expect your plans to work. You expect life to be fair. And then reality walks in and punches those expectations in the face. Stoics had a technique called negative visualization. And no, it doesn't mean being pessimistic. It means preparing your mind, like, this day might not go perfectly, and that's all right. This person might disappoint me, and I'll deal with it calmly. My plans might change, and I'll adapt. When you expect less, you appreciate more. When you stop assuming life owes you something, life starts feeling like a gift. Try this for one day. Expect nothing. Appreciate everything. Your stress will drop, your patience will rise, and your inner peace will skyrocket. 5. If you can't sit with yourself, you don't know yourself. This is a very modern problem. We're addicted to distraction. We can't stay alone with our thoughts for 5 minutes. Silence feels uncomfortable. Stillness feels scary. Our minds are constantly yelling, "Quick, open TikTok, scroll something, check your phone." But Stoics valued solitude more than anything, because in silence, you hear the truth about yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote his most powerful thoughts alone in a tent during a war. Epictetus found inner freedom while he was literally a slave. Here's what they figured out. If you need noise to feel okay, your peace is fake. Real peace comes from knowing who you are without external distraction. Try this. Sit alone, no phone, no music, no stimulation, for just 10 minutes. You'll learn more about yourself in those 10 minutes than in a week of scrolling 6. No one can hurt you without your permission. Here's a liberating Stoic idea. The insult doesn't hurt. Your belief in it does. Someone calls you stupid. Does that magically make you stupid? No. Someone calls you lazy. If it isn't true, why do you care? Marcus Aurelius said, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't be." Imagine someone throws a rock at a mountain. Does the mountain yell back? Does it crumble? Does it chase the thrower? No. It stands unmoved. When you reach that level of internal confidence, people lose all power over you. You stop defending yourself. You stop reacting. You stop caring about weak opinions, not because you're cold, but because you know who you are. That's real strength. 7. The obstacle is the way. This one is the backbone of Stoic philosophy. Stoics believed that obstacles aren't interruptions to your path. They are the path. Let me explain with a real story. A Roman army once got trapped behind a blocked mountain pass. Everyone panicked. They thought it was over, but the general said, "Perfect, the enemy will never expect us from this direction." They broke through the rocks, taking the harder route, and won the battle. Here's the Stoic lesson. Your difficulty is not blocking your path. It is the path you must walk. Break up. It's forcing you to grow emotionally. Failure, it's pointing to what you need to learn. Rejection, it's redirecting you. Hard times aren't punishments, they are directions. Next time life gets tough, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" 8. You will die. Use that fact wisely. All right, this one is heavy, but it's one of the most powerful mind resets. You're going to die. Not someday far away, but someday soon. Sooner than you think. The Stoics meditated on death not to be dark, but to be awakened. Seneca said, "We are dying daily." Marcus Aurelius used this reminder constantly, because when you remember that time is limited, small problems stop mattering. Drama stops mattering. People's opinions stop mattering. Procrastination stops. Fear fades. Purpose rises. If you knew you had 1 year left, would you still live the same way? Would you still chase the same people? Would you still waste time scrolling? Would you still delay your goals? Probably not. The truth is, life is shorter than we pretend it is, and once you accept that, your priorities shift fast. You start living with intention. You start choosing better. You start becoming unstoppable. Let's quickly recap the 8 brutal Stoic laws. No one is coming to save you. Master your emotions, or they'll master you. Suffering is training. Expect nothing. Appreciate everything. If you can't sit alone, you don't know yourself. No one can hurt you without your permission. The obstacle is the way. You will die. Use that fact wisely. These aren't just ideas, they're tools. Tools that can change the way you think, the way you react, and the way you live. Apply even one of these laws consistently, and your life will transform. Apply all 8, you become mentally unbreakable. If you enjoyed this video and you want more Stoic lessons like this, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and drop a comment. Which Stoic law hit you the hardest today? I'm genuinely curious. I read every comment. Stay disciplined, stay calm, and stay unbreakable.